Hello there guys, good evening and welcome to the next stream of the day, which is Arms Trade Tycoon tanks. Yes, I know I don't have the right category as a game. I took tanks, but the game is actually called Arms Trade Tycoon tanks. This is a demo. It is available on Steam, but more about that later. Let's just go over the Steam page, or actually not later, but right now. Hey Remkos, hello there buddy, how are you doing mate? Hello, I will wave myself. Hi! Now I have to wave myself, god damn. Extra work, hey, waving! Alright, so Arms Trade Tycoon tanks. How did I come to this game? Well, that is actually a story that started 2 years ago. So, some of you know, some of you don't know, but I'm really into tanks. The last couple of months, a bit less gaming-wise, but I'm still into tanks. I love those incredible beasts, back from the first tank ever, of which the model is debatable, but let's say that the Little Willy was one of the first used tanks out there. Actually, no. Actually, the which one came first now? The Little Willy? Yeah, the Little Willy. And then the British Army came with the Mark I tanks, the Mark II tanks, which are going to be in game here during the First World War, and it's. Oh, wait a minute. You guys are having another screen. Let me go there. So, in World War I, these tanks were used. These are also in the game. So, I'm really into tanks. Whether it goes from these things to the modern tanks, I'm really into it. I just love it. It's unbelievable. Back in my military training day, I did my training at the tank division here in Belgium, and it was just incredible to sit in such a beast and knowing that you have the power to do a tremendous amount of damage, but also knowing that you are riding in possibly your coffin. So tanks always intrigued me enormously, and during the years even more. Many years ago I played the game World of Tanks, and I played only that game for 4 years long. From morning till evening I only played one single game, and that was World of Tanks. That was also the only game I played, the only game I put money in, and that was just incredible. By playing that game and seeing those fantastic tanks in game, which were most of them accurate to the real counterpart, my interests grow even more. And now I'm not playing that game anymore, not because it's not a good game. It's the best tank game I've ever played, but because I saw it during my time. I saw it turning from a free-to-play game to really a pay-to-win game. And the last year of my 4 years career there in that game, if you can talk about a career, but the last year I was really in doubt of, am I going to quit? Am I going to continue? Am I going to put more money into the game to be able to win against those who only have those premium tanks and therefore stronger tanks, etc., etc.? And in the end, I decided not to do that. And also, the last year was not as fun as fun anymore as the 3 previous years where I had lots of fun in the game. We got more competitive. I got more competitive. My clan didn't want to go competitive, so I was a little bit with my back against the wall, and yeah, long story short, I stopped playing that game. Afterwards, I started playing Armored Warfare, which is not the old tanks, but the more modern tanks. It's a wonderful game as well in PvE. I didn't play PvP yet in Armored Warfare, and I'm not going to either. I'm not interested in that, but I really love the fact that Armored Warfare has a co-op PvE game that is just fantastic. We are going to play that more often in the future because my wife is nagging my ears off to play that game again. She plays it as well. Hey Angel, hello. Hey Vincent, hello there buddy. Play, come on. yeah, we get there. So yeah, that about tanks. Oh, I also played War Thunder. I gave that a shot, but that is also pay to progress, definitely. The only game that was really free to play for me, and still I was able to go from tier 1 to tier 10 without putting any dime in the game, that was really Armored Warfare. I have tier 9, tier 8, tier 9, tier 10 tanks there, and I didn't put any dime into that game. So that is the only tank game I played that was absolutely possible for free to get far. Alright, then 2 years ago my eye caught a little something called ATTT, Arms Trade Tycoon tanks, and I got in touch with the developers before, and I got really interested in this one. I made a lot of advertisement for this one already, and I will do so until the game gets published and even beyond that. And this is going to be my first time playing the demo. The demo is just released a week ago, I think, because the project went to Kickstarter. So first things first, let's have a look here at the demo page on Steam, Arms Trade Tycoon tanks. Also, this is in my opinion, a unique game. It has tanks, but it's not like the typical tank game. The typical tank game, you are inside those metal monsters fighting other metal monsters, and that is not the case in this game. This is a tycoon game, meaning you have an empire to build and it only has to go bigger and more profit and so on. I didn't really play tycoon games before, so this is actually my first tycoon game ever, but there is a lot more to this game as well. So the core is that you are going to design, build, rebuild, upgrade tanks. You also are going to backwards engineer tanks, but the extra here in this game, extra on being a tycoon game and having to build your empire, is that you can actually see your tanks into fight. So you sell them to all different tank nations in the world, which is the USA, the UK, Germany, Japan, China, Russia, and so on. And you are going to sell tanks to all those different nations, and they are going to fight against each other, and then you will be able to know and learn about your tanks, about how they do against other tanks, about what you can improve, and so on. But that we are hopefully going to see during the demo. Police in the station and dancer to check if everyone has their mask on. Ooh, alrighty, Coroni. Alright. The reason why I'm going to play the demo right now and tomorrow and probably the next couple of days until Wednesday is because Wednesday I have a meeting again with the developers and publishers. I don't know, definitely the developers. Second time on Discord, we are having a video call, and last time it took like 4 hours, I think, and I hope this time I'm going to get a lot of information again. The developers are going to talk themselves about their Kickstarter campaign. Yes, you heard it right, a Kickstarter campaign. So before we go any further here, I am going to show you their Kickstarter campaign. So on Kickstarter, they are raising money to fund the development of their game. They are the development. They are indie developers. It's a small development team, and for smaller teams, it is not. It doesn't speak for itself that they come up with games like this. This is a huge project. You will see in how it all works and stuff. It's a huge project, and they need funds for that. And they are trying to get those funds together on their Kickstarter page. The link is in the description of the stream, which is here on the right of the stream. Click on see more or read more, and then more will open up, and you will see an introduction text of myself plus a link to their Kickstarter campaign. A link to the Steam page can be found on the Kickstarter page. So at the moment they have 453 backers. I'm one of them, and it's going to run for another 20 days. They have like a 26,007 euros collected right now, which is cool. So this is the page. I'm not going through to go through all of this. Just check it out. The link is in the description of the stream. Check it out yourself, and you will find a link. In the meanwhile, the page already got updates, and you will find a link here. Click here to download the demo. That is going to guide you to the Steam page, obviously. Okay, let's go back. Boing. The Steam page. So what does the game tell you? What does the developers tell you the game is all about? Arms Trade Tycoon Tanks is a unique combination of tank design and tycoon game. It puts you in charge of an arms trading company specialized in tanks from World War I to the modern era. Research, design, sell, and follow your tanks in battle to make your own history. The game is going to be launched, or is set to be launched the second Q2 of 2023. You can say, wow, that's still a long time. Yes, it is, but I'd rather have them saying Q2 2023 than that they say half 2022 and then coming up with a product that is only half made, or that they have to say, hey, we have to postpone, we didn't finish and we didn't have the time. So I rather have them to say Q2 2023. That's still a long way from now, but they can only improve what they already have and build on top of that, because I don't think they already have the tanks to come to the modern world tanks. I think the focus now the focus is on the older World War I tanks for now. Now Wednesday I'm having a meeting with them, and hey Dean, hello there buddy. Hello. Where are the tiger? I can't look at this crazy face. Hello Dean. How are you doing, buddy? I have to wave myself now. Yoo-hoo! So, yeah, Wednesday I have a sit down with them again, and they are going to explain a lot about the game again, and they are going to explain a lot about the Kickstarter campaign and what their plans are now and in the future, and how the development is going. Recently, they also had a publisher on board, Microprose Software. They came aboard a couple of weeks ago, I think, not that long. So they have it already all pretty wrapped up as for the funding and the publication of the game then in 2023. So yeah, there is going to be a lot to the game: tank design, backwards engineering, backwards engineering, tank schools. We can already see the nations here: the UK, France, Russia, Germany, the USA. Then on the battlefield, I didn't see that yet, but a year ago when I had the first sit down, about the company that you have to build, trade and negotiations, etc, etc. So without further ado, let's go to the game. Again, for me, this is the first time playing a tycoon game. I didn't play those those amusement park tycoons or whatever tycoon. I didn't do that yet. So this is the first Tycoon game, and this is the first time in this demo. So it's all new for me, as it's going to be new for you, probably, unless you are related to Arms Trade Tycoon tanks, and unless you already played the demo yourself. But hey, here we go. You can already see a lot of stuff. I can't continue is not an option. I didn't play yet. Sandbox mode is not an option in this demo. It's only historical mode that we can do, I think. Let's go back first. In the settings, you can also see, I hope I'm not going to get copyrighted for the music. I hope not. Reset tutorial tips, difficulty. There are going to be 3 difficulties apparently, if nothing changes, which is visitor, not available in the demo, which is engineer, which is what we are going to do right now, that is available in the demo, and another one is don't press, which is not available in the demo. I have the graphics on high, full screen, and yeah, that's everything of settings that I can change. So let's go. Historical mode. We have to choose a beginning country or nation. Now, what am I going to choose? Germany, France, USA, Russia, or Great Britain? Now, let me tell you that the biggest ones here, actually they are all big ones. They are really all big ones. And there is nothing to choose because obviously I can only play Great Britain. The rest is all locked behind this little lock. So we have to choose for Great Britain. Let's go. This is a very iconic tank, ladies and gents, which you are seeing right here. A very iconic tank. I'm going to talk more about that. Some things are going to be boring for you guys, maybe, I don't know, but I'm going to read all of this because, just because. The demo is not going to be that long and I want to get everything out of it, right? Okay. So, in the background, we can see that we are in a hangar. That is our hangar, and we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tanks ready on this side at least. And this is a Mark 1 tank, I think, or a Mark 5. This is the Mark 1, right? So let's have a look first. Oh, we can scroll down as well. No, we can't. Britain was the first country to invent the tank and since then was among the leaders in tank design. After the clanking rhomboids proved the importance of tanks in the First World War, the UK went on several innovative ideas in tank design. Just after the First World War, Britain came to the conclusion that the best counter to a tank was another tank and started to arm its vehicles with dedicated anti-tank guns and was the first country to do so in the shape of the Vickers No. 2 tank. Now, I want to have a look at that. Vickers No. 2 tank. I just want to simply... the Vickers No. 2 tank. Vickers No. 1 and 2. You know, those are tank prototypes. Now, okay. Those are tank prototypes. So... something else, guys, which is really interesting is that they, they work together. The developers are having a lot of contacts, obviously, to get to their information for the tanks. So they want this game to be as historical correct as possible. In the engineering, in the battles, in everything. And they work together with a wonderful website that I was already using while I was playing World of Tanks or whatever tank game. Then I came to this website, the Online Tank Museum. That is a wonderful website where you can find lots of things. World War I tanks, World War II tanks, Cold War tanks, modern tanks and more. And it's here that I realized or came to learn that even Belgium, my country, made tanks as well. So when we go to Belgium, we are having this. This was the first Belgian tank, or what they called a tank, or came close to an armored vehicle, right? Okay. So the Vickers 1 and 2 is actually this, but that is not the tank that you can see in the game. The tank that you can see in the game, this one is a Mark 1 or a Mark 5. I'm not sure. They have 2 guns, and there was a female and a male version of the tank. Okay. In the interwar period, Britain was behind the idea of the tankette, a concept deeply attractive to most of the cash-strapped governments around the world. In the mid-1920s, Britain experimented with a doctrine based around using the tank's mobility to fight somewhere other than the enemy's strong points. For that, she developed a series of medium tanks that had a combination of firepower and mobility. This idea was further refined into the infantry and cruiser tank concept that lasted a few short years before the British started moving back towards medium tanks, this time with added protection. However, the move was interrupted by the Second World War. During the war, Britain created multiple heavily armored infantry tanks such as the Matilda or Churchill. Now we are already further than World War I, yeah? We are World War II now. Equally, from about the midpoint in the war, Britain began to think about the universal tank concept, which, where was I? Which today we call the main battle tank, or MBT. From after the war, Britain tended to build very survivable with good cross-country mobility and effective anti-tank guns. But that is for later on. So this was actually the well-known tank from World War I. And I think we are going to create something like this. That's an ugly truck you guys built. Oh yeah, the the Belgian tank there. That's indeed. I wouldn't even call it a truck, mate. It's like such a car from Laurel and Hardy, and they put a gun on it on the back. They chopped the roof off, a T Ford or something, and they chopped the roof off and they put a gun on there, and that car couldn't drive anymore because of the weight of the gun. Something like that, right? All right, let's start, I guess. Woo! So here we can see on this picture, the complete left one is a Russian tank, the one in the middle was an American tank, and the one on the right was an English tank. A British tank. Okay, welcome to the demo. Do we have sound? Worldwide event, an important event to take into consideration. Of course, everybody has to go to Kickstarter right now. No, after the stream. Or right now on the second screen. Keep watching. Keep watching. But hey, I can't stress it enough. The Kickstarter campaign runs for another 20 days. I can only suggest of going there, and if you're into tanks and you're anxious to see what this is all going to be about, or what, if you're just anxious to play this, then back their project, give them a little something so that they really can make the game and publish it, and then after publication keep delivering extra content to the game, because there are a lot of tanks in the world, guys. There are a lot of tanks, and maybe you would say like 26,000 euros that they already funded through Kickstarter. Like, wow, that's a lot of money. Believe me, to create all these tanks in the game, to create all these 3D models and everything around it, that is not coming cheap. They have to expand their developers team. They have to work, or they are working with third-party people that are not really a part of their company, but they are working from outside and they offer their services to them, etc., etc. They need to get paid as well. It's as simple as that. Alright, welcome to the demo of Arms Trade Tycoon Tanks. This is a very early version of the game that should be seen as core game loop only. Much is subject to change. We have a lot of ideas, but we sincerely hope that you will join us on this journey and contribute with your ideas and feedback after playing the demo version. Please note that some of the events, and hey Stain, thanks for the like there. Tom, hey, good evening. Remco's, good evening. Everybody, hey, good evening. Thanks for sharing, thanks for the likes. Stay here at least for 2 minutes. I should put that in my title as well. I learned something about the Facebook algorithms, and staying here for at least 2 minutes is really helping us out. Is really helping the channel out. So just stay here and hopefully for the whole stream. Thank you very much. Yeah, please note that some of the events, characters and objects are not historically accurate and are added to the demo for the sake of the gameplay only. Now it is time to build some tanks. Your task is to make sure that your company will thrive until the end of the demo. We hope that you will enjoy this experience and will support us on Kickstarter. So, in this demo, I've already heard, because I'm part of their Discord server, of course, already for 2 years. And I already read a couple of things, so my company can even die in this demo. I can even do so bad that my company is non-existing by the end of the demo. So let's try not to do that, right? Let's try not to do that. Okay. Enter a player name. That is always the same for me. Angel. Can we use underscores? Yes, we can. Angel Arrow. Angel Arrow. Select your avatar. What are we going to take? I'm... Boom, 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 boom. They even told of a girl. They even told of a woman. Great. And do we have fluids and all that stuff as well? And transgender? Okay. They told of a female. Cool. Only I'm not going to play with a female. If Lightspeed was playing this game, he would go for a female. Isn't it, Lightspeed? Let's see. I want this guy. I want the guy with the beard and the head and the cigar and... Oh, wait. There is another guy with a beard and a head and without a cigar. I'm a non-smoker. So let's go with this one. Enter a company name. Well, that is not difficult, is it? It's Arrows Tank Company. Oh. CO. Arrows Tank CO. Yeah. Select a company logo. Since I'm from Belgium and the Flanders, and in Flanders our flag is a line, just like this one, we are going to take this one. Save. Good evening, Stan. Good evening, good evening. Now you'll see what this game is all about, which I talked to you about this afternoon. I would like to play some GTA with you, but I promised myself to start playing this demo tonight and the next couple of days, so that I at least know what I'm talking about Wednesday when I have that video conference with the developers of this game. For which, ladies and gents, so Wednesday there is not going to be an evening stream because at 8 p.m. I have that meeting. It will be for a couple of hours. The first time it was about 4 hours. So it will be for quite some time. And I'm going to record everything. So I will have new footage after Wednesday from the developers themselves. That is going to be awesome to be able to put that on my YouTube channel and out here on our Facebook page within the community. I know you told me. Yeah, here we go. Greetings, my name is William Higgs and I am the chairman of the executive board recently assigned to this role by your father. Oh my god, it all starts with my father. Okay, bye-bye demo, bye-bye game. I'm not going to... When am I going to reach something in my life? That's because of me and not because of my dad. Okay, I'm just kidding. We are... I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Just a little second. I need to... boom, boom, boom. My champions are fighting in the background, so I really need to... What do we get here? What enemies do we get? Come on. Hello, enemies. Necromancers, monstrosities. Let's go with Oh, it's undead. Fuck, it's undead. Undead! Needed to be undead. I missed. Oh my goodness. Oh shit. And she needs to be... Oh fuck. Oh, I made a mistake. Let's take this. Okay, I need money to upgrade her over there. I'm playing my idle champions in the background, guys. That's what's happening here. Okay. Haha! I hope you like this game. I hope it too, Sten. I hope it too, because if I'm not going to like it, damn. Then, I don't know. Then I will have to put a quite not so real face on when I'm talking with the developers, right? No, I'm sure I'm going to like it. I already saw what I'm going to do in the demo. I already saw a year ago during my first meeting with the developers, and they gave me 4 hours of video footage. They showed me everything they got in the game already, and so I do know a little bit what I'm going to get into. Here we go. Greetings, my name is... After your father's sudden disappearance, you, as a rightful heir, will gain control of all his assets, and I will do my best to assist you in that. Alrighty. Let me start by expressing my joy to be the first one to show you your new property. All buildings on the factory grounds have recently been finished and your company is now fully operational. Look at that. As you can see, all activities are divided between 6 buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6. This is not a building. 6 buildings. Each building has one or several unique functions that you have to master in order to succeed. Alrighty. By the way, guys, we are March the 1st, 1914. Oh yeah, 1914. And I need to learn that my camera is there and not there and not there. It's there. Hey. Alright. So we have a design building. We have an administration building. We have... Oh, the administration building is where my big desk is. Oh yeah. We have a research building, we have an engineering building, we have a warehouse, we have a production building, and you can see already a whole bunch of tanks standing on the outside and on trains to get poop. I want to get deported. The tanks are going to get deported. No, the tanks are going to be transported to their locations, the nations, you know. And oh, this is going well. Cool. So let's see. As you can see, all activities, blah blah blah. Okay. The research department is the heart of your company, right here. So we have to remember that heart of the company, research. It is here that all new ideas are born. Within these walls, blueprints are created for improved components and production processes. Cool. Then we jump to the engineering building, the engineering workshop. Within this facility, the researched blueprints are analyzed. So it comes from research and it goes across the terrain to the engineering building. So here the blueprints are analyzed, combined, and take shape. This process is called engineering. There is also room set aside in this building for reverse engineering to take place in the future. Reverse engineering, I'm just going to explain that very short. You are going to have your German tanks fighting against the UK tanks. They clash. There is going to be a result, and the winning nation can obtain tanks from the losing nation. And if you have a tank obtained from another nation, you can backwards engineer that tank, meaning you can take that tank completely apart and study it and see how it works, and maybe, just maybe, you can find some improvements for your own designs. That is backwards engineering. Okay, then we jump across the street to the design building, apparently. The design bureau is the birthplace of your tanks. Here, under your leadership, your engineers will create tanks based on your designs and available engineered components. Whilst I'm sure you will make every effort to create a tank that matches your customer's requirement, the real test will come when they enter trials and inevitably on the fields of battle. Inevitably? What is that? Inevitably. Just a sec, I need to translate something. Wait a minute. Inevitably. Onvermijdelijk. Inevitable. Of necessity. By force of circumstance. Yo, Jeffrey! And you? Hello there, buddy. So, from here... No, wait. Yeah, from here, the tanks go to trials. Trials is this ground, which is testing grounds. Testing grounds. Okay. Then, this big building, this is the biggest building, I think, of them all. Production. The production hall has recently completed renovation and maintenance. The equipment contained within this structure now stands ready to produce your tanks in large numbers. Just ensure that there is enough space in the nearby warehouse to store them. So this warehouse needs to have enough space to store the tanks that you create here. Next. And then, speaking of which, the warehouse combines two functions. Here you can manage the logistics for your freshly produced tanks and negotiate resource deals with various suppliers. So, of course, drawing tanks on the drawing board making blueprints and getting them worked out, that all needs resources. I need metal. I need lots of things to craft my tanks. So in this warehouse, we are going to negotiate terms. Oh no, negotiate resource deals with various suppliers. Alrighty, and finally we have the administration. I would have started with that one. Why? Because that is where I sit. Finally, administration accumulates all the seemingly bureaucratic functions that can spell the difference between a successful tycoon and a small-scale component supplier. Human resources, HR, finances, and external communications are all handled from this office. Alrighty. As you visit each of these facilities, you will notice reserved, locked, and empty spaces. These areas of your operations are not immediately available to you, but your actions will unlock access to them in the near future. Alrighty. And I'm pretty sure that there will be stuff not available yet because this is a demo. So, bang, this is it. I got 200,000 to start with. I have 0 tanks. I have 34,000 resources, I think this is, I hope. These are resources? What is this then? No idea yet. Okay, tasks, research. Great Britain, task, cannot click tasks, no. Cannot click rivals, no. Can I click this map? No. Can I click play? Oh, we can fast forward time as well. Look, times 1, 2, 5, and 10. And we are the 1st of March 1914, but I already said that, right? I think I already said that. Just a little, there we go. And yeah, we have slain the boss. Let's go further. How many levels do I need to do? 175, and I'm at 151. Okay. Cool. So we can't click anything. We can only click research. Let's go to research. Ooh, that were modern tanks that we saw there, and an old one, the Tiger 1. Okay, the research department is the origin of all new ideas. Here, the best minds under your guidance will develop new technologies that will allow you to compete with other companies both domestically and internationally. As you can see, there are multiple places that will acquire your attention. But for the time... Okay, what was it? But for the time being, I only have this. So these are the firepower workshop, building overview, ergonomics, the medical team, even a firewatch team, research line 1, structure workshop here, and mobility workshop. Alright. Now let us head over to research line 1, where our engineers are eagerly waiting your instructions. Alrighty. I guess I have to click on it. Okay. And here we go. This is where it's going to get complicated. Yeah. Before your father vanished, he had already made some progress on the development of the tank. Each tank, as perceived by your father, will have a well-armed structure, high mobility, and substantial firepower. The hull as the main body of for the tank. The hull as the main body of for the tank. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. the hull as the main body of for the tank. Something is wrong here, right? I don't understand this sentence. Going to take a screenshot. We're going to put it all in a separate folder, ATT, which I think I already have. Yes. Save. Okay. I don't really understand this sentence. Probably this is a mistake. The hull as the main body of the tank or for the tank, but not of for the tank. Then that's not possible. Next. And turrets, which are separate armored sections which are attached to the hull. So you have the hull, and the turret is the thing on top with the gun that can turn around. Yay! As if you guys didn't know that already. Your father believed that the mobility of the tank could be attained with the inclusion of two major parts. Let's have a look. Oh, whoa. It is not recommended to skip the tutorial. The game introduces several game elements that might be challenging. Are you sure you want to skip the tutorial? No. Oh, so when you click this, you leave the tutorial. Okay. Research line 1. What do we see? Riveted rhomboidal hull. Riveted is, yeah, with rivets. Rivets. Let's look that up. Riveted rhomboidal. I know that has a riveted rhomboidal. That means some. I knew where that was coming from, but how do they call it? Where is it now? Riveted rhomboidal hull. Oh, look at that. When we look that up, we get immediately riveted rhomboidal hull, this tank. But you can see on this tank, these tanks are put together with rivets. And can we have a closer look maybe? All those dots that you see here, those are all rivets. And that is the way how those early tanks are put together. Rivets. Rivets, rhomboidal. Let's see if I can find an explanation for rhomboidal. Maybe I'll just take that word. Rhomboidal. Oh, rhomboidal. Meaning. Rhomboidal. Yeah. Rhomboidal. I think I'm getting it. It's rhomboid. Yeah. Traditionally in two-dimensional geometry, a rhomboid is a parallelogram in which adjacent sides are of unequal length and angles are non-right angled. So this form and this form, with a little imagination, you can see that this form is actually let us search for the Mark 1. You will see then what I'm talking about. The Mark tanks, the Whippets, the Mark 6, the Mark E type Chinese, Mark A Whippet tank Mark 1. As you can see, with a little bit of imagination, you can see that this form comes back into this tag, right? Okay. So riveted rhomboidal hull. Cool. Let's go to mobility. Oh yeah, what else do we have here? So we have the exhaust. Yeah, it's gone. The power unit, which is a means of powering this multi-ton monster. Power unit, the engine. The engine. So we have firepower, we have mobility is the engine and the tracks, the running gear. And next will be the running gear. Novel combination of the continuous track and other support elements that will allow the tank to easily trespass any cross-country terrain. We don't only have the tracks, we also have the suspension, so all the rolls that are in there, etc., which is all called the running gear. Last but not least is the firepower. Oh yeah, the structure is the hull, the mobility is the engine and the tracks and suspension. And then we have the firepower, which is, of course, the gun. The gun and bullets. Well, bullets, the shells. We call it shells for a tank. So primary weapon and main caliber gun that will allow you to fight other armored units or fortifications. And there is also a secondary weapon, a support weapon that can vary from a machine gun to a mortar with the sole purpose to deal with the soft and lightly armored targets. Naturally, each component has a dedicated research path. Each advancement along that path will grant you either blueprints for tank parts or instructions for improvements in the production process. These are those, so everything has a tag tree, and in those tag trees you have several guns. This is a naval gun that goes to a light naval gun, that goes to explosive munition, and which goes to all other stuff. We have staff standing by for instructions on the next research assignment. I suggest we turn our attention to the hull component and make some improvements there. So we have to go to the hull, we have to click on the hull, and we have, to start us, the riveted rhomboidal hull is the final important component we need to research before moving on to engineering. Let's review the potential gain for this research project. Let's click on it. As you can see, this technology grants you several blueprints that can be molded into new parts. Blueprints. This is the blueprint of the... Hey Mark, hello there buddy. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. This is a brand new game that is going to come in 2023, and this is a playable demo which everybody can get their hands on. Go to see more in my description of the stream over there. Click on see or read more and you will get a link to this project. So here we have the blueprints, and then here in the upper part we can see to which parts we can use that blueprint, right? Several blueprints that can be molded into new parts. So we can mold this blueprint into this component, the Mark 1 hull. Do I need to click it? Other blueprints are marked as Modifier, and this implies they can be used to modify tank components. So we have components, we have modification 1, which is going to improve the component, modification 2, which is going to improve the component, modification 3, modification 4, which is all improvements for the actual main component. Our engineer has just handed me the draft version of the blueprints for the anticipated Mark 1 hull. Let us study it in more detail. So the Mark 1 hull It's actually this. This one, which I just showed you. This is the Mark 1 tank. This is the first tank ever that saw the battlefield during World War One. Alright, so I need to click this. Ooh. Here we get the description, shaped as a rhomboid with tracks running around the outside for maximum maneuverability. People who are into Indiana Jones movies will recognize this tank. In one of the early Indiana Jones movies, there is actually a Mark 1 or Mark 5 knockoff. There we go. So we get information about the hull around the outside for maximum maneuverability. The hull is made from a framework with armored plates riveted on. The mount for the engine is inside the fighting compartment in the center of the tank. Yeah, this first tank was really that must have been a disaster to be in there. The engine was in this hull, the tank crew was in this hull, and they fought all in this one compartment. It was hot in there, you can't imagine. It was loud in there, you can't imagine. It was toxic in there, you can't imagine, because of the engine and because of the gases coming out of that engine. So it was just, yeah, a moving coffin. Hello there, Mark. Hello, welcome, guys. Okay, so next, and the missus is coming home with the daughter. This summary includes the expected attributes for the given hull. Yay! Oi! Oeh, zo koud. This summary includes the... Oeh, zo koud. Oeh, zo koud. Ijsblok. Ja. Cool, hè? Cool, hè? Ja. This summary includes the expected attributes for the given hull. Okay. Attributes. How much is going to weigh, the agility, the obstacle trench width. Oh yeah. How wide the trenches can be for this tank to cross them without any issues, I guess. Obstacle step height. What is that then? How high the obstacle may be to be able to cross it? Quite possible. So, attributes. Then, next, resources. The resource panel explains the cost of research in man-hours and resources. So, to create this hull, we will need 210 iron, 410 medium carbon steel, 250 high carbon steel, and 520 man-hours. Alright. Then, compatibility. The panel lets you know the anticipated compatibility with other tank parts. Note, to judge if something is compatible, the engineers are using a type system. This means that this hull can be combined with many other tanks parts if the types are a match. Okay, so running gear is a type 1, power gear type 1, secondary weapon type 1, and there will be type 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. And all type 1 parts of one tank will be able to be combined with type 1 parts of another tank. And that way we will not only be able to create or recreate historical correct tanks, we will also be able to create made up tanks. So parts from there, putting it all together and creating our own, very own tank. Alright, next. Also, please observe that the Mark I hull comes with several sockets where various modifiers can be mounted. That's probably all this. Yeah. Access top, auxiliary rear, cooling internal, fuel internal, MG mount front, machine gun, protection internal, protection top, sight internal, sight top, storage internal. Each socket is marked with the type storage. Oh yeah, so we have type sight, we have storage here, we have auxiliary axis, cooling, MG mounts, protection. Alright. And the location. The modifier is required to satisfy both conditions to be mounted. The modifier is required to satisfy both conditions to be mounted. Storage and internal. Don't know if I get it completely, but hey. Just quickly going to take a... It's a pity that, yeah, that we can't scroll here, even though it's tutorial. I know. Would be nice if we were able to scroll here already. But when the tutorial is done, I'm sure we will be able to do that. Click. Let us now inspect the tail wheel modifier. Tail wheel modifier, typically for the Mark I to have a tail wheel. Two large spoked wheels attached to the rear of the tank. These were turned to assist steering and trench crossing. They also were designed to push the front of the tank downwards. Like the component blueprint, you can find the attributes. The weight, obstacle trench width, obstacle slope, angle. Don't know yet what this is going to mean. I think how wide the trench can be to be successfully crossed by this tank, how high it can be, how much the slope is, etc, etc. Hey Jens, good evening buddy, welcome to the stream mate, and thanks for sharing. Sharing is caring. Oh yeah, thank you very much buddy. Yep. Next, and we have the resources, of course, what it's going to cost me to produce this modification. 3 iron, 1 high carbon steel, 10 man hours, and it's going to cost me 26 golden coins, I guess. Note that if you want to mount this modifier in the socket of the component, both type and position specified by the socket must match with those of the modifier. Let's rewind. Note that if you want to mount this modifier in the socket of the component, both type and position specified by the socket must match with those of the modifier. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I get it. I think. Okay, now let us turn our attention to another possible outcome of the research technology, the production process. I can see that our engineers responsible for the turret advancements are discussing something. Let us join them. Let's go to the turret. Please have a look at the tempered steel plates technology. Tempered steel plate technology. Where do we have to look now? Unlike standard technologies that are providing us with the blueprints, this one will allow us to apply the tempered steel process during the turret assembly. Unlock +5 max. I don't know if... Oh yeah. Let us inspect the nodes that our engineers have done. It appears that the anticipated process will have an impact on the listed tank attributes. Turret front width, turret rear width, turret sides width, turret top width. Not available in demo. Oh, that's the technology. Do we have to click on it? No. Unlock +5 max. Note that there is also an associated additional costs that we should account for. Yeah. Let's get back to the main task at hand. Engineers are standing by to assist with the research of a new hull part. Okay. So we had the riveted rhomboidal hull, and now we are going for the reinforced hull frame. Before starting work on the reinforced hull frame, you will need to allocate all of your engineers to the research project. Right. So we have the star of 15 of 15. Yeah, we increased it, 15 of 15. We are going to put it all on the reinforced hull frame. And start. It's going to, what is this? It's going to cost 7 days. Is that it? Reinforced hull frame. Start. Engineers will be committed to this project until it's completed. Or until its completion. Yeah, this is wrong. This is wrong. The sentence is wrong. It's or until it's completed, or until it's without the, I don't know how it's called in English, but the S has to be glued to the it's completion. But it's not like this. It is wrong. Wrong. All right. Yes. So they are now focused for 100% on the research of reinforced hull frame. Yeah. At the beginning, it's going to be complicated. I already feel that. But once you get the hang of it, it's going to be cool. But in the beginning, it's definitely going to be complicated. Okay, the building overview. This is an overview window where you can find all essential information about the building. In the center, you can find the current status of the building represented in multiple attributes. Again. Summary. Maintenance 1000. Engineers 15 out of 40. Fire risk 0.75%. Accident risk 1.03%. Sabotage risk. Oh, sabotage. Spice. Hull focus, 0 turret focus, 0 power unit. Yeah, the focus is now on a modification and not on one of these things, right? Okay. To the right, you can upgrade your facility if you choose to do so. Cool. Upgrading it will give us bonuses, like maintenance is going to cost minus 2,000. The risk factor for fire is going down. The risk factor for accidents is going down, etc., etc. Beyond the immediate cost of each upgrade, there will also be an increased maintenance cost and potential risk increases as well. So be mindful when expanding and upgrading your business, because those gains will come with additional strengths. Finally, from here you can also assign members of the executive board to their new roles to boost building productivity and decrease risk of fire, sabotage and accidents. Excellent. Time to return to the factory grounds and visit the other buildings. Cool. So I have to press play now. So I assigned 15 of my engineers to the research of a certain modification, and we all you have to see it like this probably. You first program everything, and then you can press the play button to get it all worked out. And that is going to 7 days, they said. So the 1st of March, the 8th, or the 7th. Research completed. So indeed, my 15 researchers on the reinforced hull frame, they did their job. After much trial and error, the reinforced hull frame research project has been, successfully completed. Many of our engineers have worked extra hours to make this possible. Make sure to visit your engineering department in order to turn the newly acquired blueprints into powerful tank components for your future designs, and don't forget to assign the relieved engineers to a new task. Alright. Let us proceed to the engineering workshop and learn how to handle component modification. We have to go back here. Oh, this is cool. This is really old and new tanks together. Cool. Okay. So here we are in the engineering building, apparently. Cool. Building overview again, medical team for the accidents, fire watch for when there's a fire breaking out, ergonomics, engineering 1, reverse engineering. Cool. As you can see, the factory is in disarray as much of the construction has only recently concluded. Let us proceed to the engineering workshop and see how we can go about turning blueprints from the research department into tank parts. I guess I need to click my Mark 1. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Hey, hey Reese. Hello there, buddy. Good evening. How are you doing, buddy? So the workshop is divided into 6 dedicated stations. There is 1 station per tank component. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Station for the hull, for the turret, for the primary weapon, secondary weapons, power unit, and the running gear. let us work on the Mark I hull blueprints that our research department has just completed. Select the corresponding blueprint on the left. This is the component that they researched. Let's click it. Here it is. This is where it gets really cool. Each component has a lot of modification potential. This potential is represented by the modification slots that can be found along the bottom of the screen. So these are all modification slots, all to improve this hull. And you can even, you see that this is really cool. That was not their first plan, so I know that from the devs. It was not their first intention or plan or idea to come up with a 3D model of every component, every additional modification, everything. For everything there is going to be a 3D model. That was not their first idea. First they thought of going with a 2D kind of things, and it all changed into 3D. This is really cool. Especially when you're going to put things together, it's really going to look cool. Believe me, I've already seen it. I'm not doing good at the moment. I tried to talk to my family on Facebook and they just blocked me for no reason, and they just don't care about me, even though Christmas is even around the corner. Oh crap. Sorry to hear that, buddy. It's been 6 years since I last spoken, and I tried today and then. Sorry to hear that, mate. Stay strong, I would suggest. Focus on, definitely focus on yourself and your missus, your girlfriend. Alright, so this about the modifications. Note that these sockets come in different types and you need to match the type of the modifier in order to mount it. So the type is probably top, rear, internal, front, internal. So yeah, think I'm starting to get it. Yeah, cool. So what do I need to do now? Front? Mounting point for secondary weapon unused. Do I need to click it? Yeah, I need to click it. Yeah, that's very bad and sad, of course, but stay strong, buddy. Stay strong. And focus on yourself, your girlfriend, and the friends that you have, real life, online, whatever, everybody. Observe that all applicable modifiers are now shown. Okay. Okay. Some are ready for you to mount. Yeah. While others are either not researched yet or currently locked for you. Alright. Okay, top. Oh, I get other modifiers. Please select the escape hatch. I select the escape hatch and it's now bang in the modifier. Top. Oh, I see it here. Top, top, top. And here you have the modifier type top. Cool. And this is side top and side internal, and okay. You can now observe the attached escape hatch. Yeah. By rotating your perspective around the hole. This can be achieved by holding down the right mouse button and dragging. You are also able to zoom the view, use the mouse wheel. Okay, so we just put something on... Wait a minute. We have put something here. An escape hatch. we have put an escape hatch right here. This is the escape hatch that we installed. No. So you can now observe the attached escape hatch by, yeah, we already have that. Note that each modifier adds specific attributes. Yep. But that comes at the additional production costs, both in terms of the raw resources and man hours required to manufacture the component. Which sounds logic. At any point, all information about the estimated production cost is readily available for you below. With this information, you can always make a right decision if the assembled configuration is adequate or too costly. Wait. At any point, all information about the estimated production cost is readily available for you below. Yeah. The resources, the man hours, and the cost, and how much time it's going to take, yeah. Equally important are, of course, the resulting attributes. Those are the attributes that, yeah. Crew requirements. This is the driver probably. This is the one with the commander maybe. Now we will see later. Here you find the total mass of the part together with the mounted modifier. Where? Ah, here. The total mass. Of course, our tank got heavier mounting that escape hatch. All component attributes are distributed in 7 groups. Those are 9. All component attributes are distributed in 7 groups. Please open the mobility group to inspect more of the corresponding attributes. One, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Note that each attribute is supplied with the description and a breakdown of the resulting values. Wow. So we have agility, road speed, cross-country speed, the obstacle trench width, obstacle slope angle, obstacle step height, transportability, and range. Let us now try to start the engineering project. Oh, so by putting it here, that didn't mean anything yet. It's just showing me what the mass is going to be, what the mobility changes are going to be, how much resources it's going to take, how many man hours, how much it's going to cost. Start. I needed to put this front bracket on. Excellent. We now create the minimal configuration for our hull and named it. You will certainly improve it in the future. Please assign engineers before starting the project. How many? Do we put all our engineers on there? Wow. Start. Engineers will be committed to this project until its completion. Are you certain you wish to proceed? Yes. So we've put a bracket on the front as well. I just... Where did that bracket came? Here? The lights? I really don't see where front. Thin cord ball mount. I don't really see where this bracket went. Is it on the inside maybe? No. Can we put it off? No. I can't put it off. Now let us return to the factory ground and wait until the project is completed. Yay. And we will have to click play again, of course. Up a couple of days. Finally, the Mark I engineering project has been successfully completed. Our engineers are exhausted but also satisfied with the results. It might be worthwhile to visit your design bureau in order to mold the newly acquired components into new and even more powerful war machines, and don't forget to assign the relieved engineers to a new task. Right. The project is now completed. And we have a new hull component available in the Design Bureau. Let us proceed there and start working on your very first tank design. Okay, so we went from research to engineering. Now we go to design. Finally, we are in the Design Bureau. This is the birthplace for all your future tanks. Later on, you will be able to perform more tasks here, but for the time being, let us focus on the major one. This one. Please follow me to the Design Bureau, where we start building our first tank. Here we go. First, we must choose a slot for our future tank in the design roster. Bam. There we go. Please review the notes that our engineers have left for you on the hull item. There are 4 important fields that you will have to consider when choosing what hull to use as a base. The mass of the component and all modifiers mounted on it. Yeah. Raw resources required to produce this component. Yep. Man hours required to produce this component. Yep. And the total cost based on conservative price estimates for raw resources and man hours. This is what it's going to cost me. Next, we didn't create anything yet. And modifiers mounted in the sockets of the given tank components. Note that you can even directly access the information on the individual modifiers. Then, what is this? For reference, you can see how many versions of the same base tank component have been engineered. 1. With that being said, let us select the only hull that is currently available and proceed. This is the hull for the Mark I bomb. Here we go. Here it is. With the escape hatch and the... I don't know, well, I still didn't find the brackets. I think it's on the inside. I think it's for the machine guns inside. The brackets. I wouldn't know otherwise where those brackets went. Next in the checklist is the running gear. Yeah. Running gear. Aha, we have running gear. Like the hull, we have only one component available. It has a similar information, but with one significant difference. Let us proceed with the only available one. Let's click on it. You can see the mass is going up. It is running. It is the running gear that dictates the maximum mass allowed for your tank. Note that the weight indicator has now changed and the maximum value has appeared. So now we have a weight of 19,138 kilograms, and the maximum that we can reach or may reach is 28,500. We can't get higher than this because we are going to ruin the running gear. If we are even going to be able to mount something over that maximum weight limit. Let us now proceed and fill in the empty stations with the available tank components. Next in queue is the power unit. Let's click the power unit. We only have one type of engine. It's going to give us an extra 3,360, which is all good. So this went up 22,500. Then we go to the primary gun, which is this one, a machine gun. And the turret, there were no real turrets on this tank, only side pods. There were like 2 side pods on the left and the right. In the early days without guns, later on with 2 guns mounted to that. But let's have a look. That was yeah, the side on the other side as well, as you can see. But there are no weapons in here, so that is going to get to be our primary weapon. We already have a main machine gun right here. The secondary weapon here. And now we are going to have a look for the primary weapons, which are 2 cannons on the left and the right. There we go. Total weight now 24,959. We are still under the maximum weight limit. Alright. Note that all available sockets must be filled before your design will be ready for trials. Now we are almost ready. What remains is to select the recommended ammunition rounds for the chosen 6-pounders. So these guns are the QF 6-pounder guns. Let us go and consult our engineers on the ammunition loadout for our tank. Selected ammunition. We have 2 types, both of the internal type. This is a common shell 6-pounder and this is a solid steel shell 6-pounder. So both are compatible with the 2 guns we have on our tank. 2 guns, yes, 2 guns. One here on the left, on the right, one here on the left. Now our tank is taking shape, isn't it? As you can see, we only have a few slots available, so we need to choose our ammunition based on the type of opposition that we expect our tanks to encounter. Alright. Logic. But since this is the first tank, we are not going to expect much to encounter. So, internal. In our case, let us make a reasonable mix, a general purpose common ammunition to take care of infantry. Okay. Take care of infantry. And for the second available slot, of course, the solid steel shell, which is probably going to be our metal penetratable. There we go. Now, the selected crew. I already saw here crew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is correct. These tanks were having 8 people. sometimes they were even with 14 in that hull. Okay, every combat unit should have a commander. Let's place him first. So first, the commander. Here we have the commander. What is this? Oh, I can give the commander another face even. Cool. No women now? No women. No. It's just kind of logic because female tankists back then were non-existing. Absolutely non-existing. Okay, the second one we need a driver, right? Next, let's give our vehicle a driver. Let's go. A driver. Then we need a crewman slot. What does it say here? You can place a crewman filling any of these roles. Mechanic, loader, or gunner. Cool. We're going for a gunner. Going for a gunner. Then the next one is going to be, let me see. Another gunner. Yeah, another gunner. I can see that the icons here. Then I have to put a loader there. No, another gunner. I can't click actually. Look, another gunner. A loader would be handy to help gunners to operate the cannon. No shit, Sherlock. And then, oh, what did it say? A mechanic. And then the last part is another mechanic. There we go. Let us now inspect the impact of crew composition. Let us have a look. The commander enough. Enough? Oh yeah. Commander enough. Driver enough. Gunner overcrewed. Loader enough. Mechanics overcrewed. Note that the inoperable condition literally means that the design cannot be finalized until the issue is resolved. That's what I told you. It is important to give the tank crew every bit of advantage that we can offer. Let us consult with our specialists on what can we offer right now. Let us consult with our specialists on what can we offer right now. On what we can offer right now. This is a typo. One word has to come in front of the other. Let's take a screenshot. F9, hop, hop. Save. Yep. Then save. Up. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. There we go. Cool. Selected crew gear. Okay, we can give them buffs. We have few slots available, so let us select the first one. Internal. Now we already have some crew gear to choose from. Doesn't that have to be crew gear? That has to be crew gear, not GRU gear. Hoppa. Oh, let's go. Oh no. Made a mistake. Has to be on another location. There we go. There it goes. And save there. Yep. Okay. to choose from. For the time being, we have both handheld guns and rifles. Let us equip our crewmen with some handguns to defend through those pistol holes. Alright, we're going to give them pistols. Let us further equip our crew with additional defensive gear. Second slot, additional offensive gear, carbines. And one slot left to fill. For the last socket, we can select the crewman face mask. This will decrease the deadly effects of bullet splashes inside the tank. This really exists. You would think that this is invented, but a crewman face mask really exists. I'm going to have a look. I do think that that really exists. Tank crew face mask. There we go. That really exists, ladies and gents. You can buy one on Etsy for 157.36 euros from World War One. This is a tank bemodding splash mask. Let's have a look. So, not a lot of people know this, but it does really exist. Just a sec, I'm finding here something about Steam. Yeah, tank crew face mask. It's a Steam workshop item for the game Rust. Okay. But you can see these are the masks, and like this one really resembles here. This one really resembles what is shown right here. Actually, it is like just the same. Yeah, it is like just the same. So it's definitely inspired on this. Can we find more information about that? Let's have a look. Face mask anti-splinter tank crew. Description, physical description, face mask, thick leather mask with slated eyepieces and chain mail extending from the bottom to cover the mouth. First World War. Related period, First World War. Yeah, this is it. A face mask. I didn't know about this either. I learned this actually through the first sit down I had with the developers a year ago. Then I learned about this face mask. I didn't realize that that was really a thing in World War One, during World War One. You can even buy it on Etsy. Like here, there is one for sale on Etsy. A World War One tank splash mask. It's in Dutch here, so interesting. 157.36 euros for that mask. To just put it in a closet. Alright. Back to the game. So now we're almost set. Please inspect the breakdown of the required raw resources. Okay, so we have 1903 resources is going to cost us these three things. The man hours 1402, and the estimation of the production cost, which is 9,092 coin. Please note that a tank is a complex vehicle and that there are multiple factors that are affecting its final attributes. It will take some rigorous trials until we learn what kind of attributes we have ended up with. Until then, we can only guess. Yeah. So we have our guns, the gun here, we have our cannons. For the crew, we have the face masks and the protection pistol and rifles. Well, what did it change here? It didn't change anything, did it? So it's still mechanics overcrewed, and it's still gunner overcrewed. So what we did here was giving them extra protection, but it didn't change anything here. And I don't understand what overcrewed means. So I do need to write some things down for Wednesday so that I can ask some questions. At attributes, we have crew. What does overcrewed mean? I could have just written overcrewed question mark. No. What does overcrewed mean? There we go. And what else? I had another question in mind for Wednesday. I was going to ask them something, not about the typos or anything. It was really... Didn't I say it out loud, or did I only think of it inside? I don't know anymore. But I had a question. I don't know anymore. Damn. I don't know anymore. That's sad. I don't know anymore. Alright, please note that the tank is... Tank name. Do I really have to give it a name? Oh, you know, let's call it the Mark 1 then, yeah? Mark 1. There we go. Okay. Now all that's left is to assign the available engineers to the project. There we go again. Bum. 15. We have them all. So why not? Hop. Yes. And then we have to start the hop. And then the start button. Hoppa. Let's go. In the meanwhile, we are March the 22nd, 3rd, 4th. March the 24th. Congratulations, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. I always wanted to say that once. Yada yada yada. The design is now completed and we have our first tank design. Cool. Congratulations, a brand new Mark 1 tank design project has been successfully completed and is ready for the production. Make sure to prepare the assembly line for your tank at the production hall. And don't forget to assign the relieved engineers to a new task. Remember, you need to produce at least 1 unit of your new tank before your potential customers will agree to even consider it in the upcoming contracts. Which is only logic. They want to see a ready-to-go tank. They want to see that you can do it, that you can actually build it and not only talk about it. Alright. Click. Let us proceed to the production hall and learn how to handle the production queue. Alrighty. There we go. So, we designed. No, we researched. We designed. We engineered. And now we have to go to the production hall where we are actually going to craft the tanks. We are finally in the production hall. Right now, you have only one final assembly line available to you, but later you will probably expand this hall and introduce different types of lines to enhance the overall productivity. Guess we have to click it. Yay. Assembly line. First step is to select the queue place for the tank that you want to build. As there are no tanks currently being produced, let us simply choose the first slot and proceed. We take the first slot, we take the Mark 1. Note, our commercial team members left us some useful info. Our commercial team members left us some useful info. Isn't it alright to just say our commercial team left us some useful info? No idea. From here you can directly see how many tanks of this model that has been contracted already. Tanks and contracts, 0. Nada. Niente. Rien. Nopus. Nul. Nugabon. And the number of tanks of this type that have currently been produced and are awaiting shipment to the customer. Tanks in stock? None. 0. Nada. Nopus. After the model is selected, you can also access the material production cost. You can also assess the material production cost. Here. The total cost. Let's produce a single unit of your tank for marketing purposes. 1. All my members. Pata. 5 days it's going to cost me 1903 resources, 1402 man hours. You can see the amount of days it will take for the production to complete. Next. Now it is time to start the production. No shit, Sherlock. Yes. Go back. Oh, don't I have to click the ping? Note, as with the other buildings, you can see already from the factory ground view how many days are left until the end of the production batch. 5. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll get it. When we press play, it is going to count down here and count up here. Yay. So we are going, count down, count up, count down. Hoppa! Production order of 1 Mark 1 tanks has been successfully completed, with 1 being produced and 0 fell victim to sabotage. And 0 fell victim to sabotage attempts by our competitors. The newly produced vehicles have been relocated to your warehouse, where they are waiting to be dispatched to your eager customer. Okay, here we have another typo. Yeah, this is important, and they created a separate channel on their Discord server to give feedback about typos or language mistakes. So, the warehouse. Let's have a look. Wow. The warehouse building combines 2 critical functions. We have spent some resources on the first tank, so let us restock some of those materials. Hey Chris, did I not like the stream? Sorry. It's not coming through, mate. It's not coming through, buddy. I'm sorry. No, but nevertheless, thank you. Yay! Let's have a cheer. Chris is here, ladies and gents, and he's liking the stream together with Ray's and Jens and Mark and Jeffrey and Stain and Tom and Remco's and everybody else. Yeah. And Wordy. Just everybody else. Yes. Alright. Material storage. It said I hadn't, but just did it now. Still not coming through, mate. Still not coming through. It has to come through. I'm waiting for it. I see dead people liking the stream like regular people. Did you start a new stream? Oh, you're talking about the stream where I was playing Police Simulator, Chris? This is another stream. I quit that stream. This is a new stream. Well, it's 2 hours old. It's 2 hours old. Yeah, like it, share it, stay here for at least 2 minutes. I have to put that in my description though. Today I learned a little bit more about the Facebook algorithms, and it really helps the channel out if people stay here for at least 2 minutes. Everything under 2 minutes is a loss. Everything starting from 2 minutes is really helping the channel out. A lot. A lot. Okay, first let us proceed to the material storage and check out the current... Oh my goodness. Let us proceed to the material storage and check out the current situation there. This is wrong. Again. But hey, no harm done. Developers are from Sweden, Stockholm. And they all have to translate it in English, which is not their first language. Same for me. I'm not saying that or claiming that I do not make English language mistakes. But for a game, it has to be alright. It has to be good. It has to be correct. Alrighty, Chris. You are sharing. Yay! Thanks for sharing, buddy. Thank you very much. Yeah! Okay. You stink. I heard it the first time. Material storage. Look at that. We have a company called Archer Steel. And they have 3,600 Archer. No. They have 3,600 what? What do they have available? 3,600 what? Oh, iron. Oh my goodness. As you can see, each resource has more than one supplier. Yay, we need to find the cheapest one. The difference between them is in the delivery speed, which is counted in days. Oh, it's not the price? The price is a difference as well, buddy. Are you blind? Do you not know your own game? Hello. I'm sorry. Oh, safety of the delivery, which defines the percentage of the total order that is guaranteed to be delivered. Amount of the specific resource for sale. And of course, the price. I take everything back. You do know that it's all about the price. Whenever you choose a supplier, you consider all these factors when making a decision. Alrighty, yeah, baby. Note that the other resources can be purchased in the same manner by switching between different tabs and accessing the list of other suppliers. Let us return to the holes. holes. Didn't we want to resupply our materials? On Tuesday, I go for my e-bike training induction. Alrighty, Chris. Remember me that on Monday. Then on Tuesday, I can burn a candle, a virtual candle. So we're going back to the hole. This is the hole. The second function, which will be available soon enough, is the delivery of your tanks to your customer. Yay. Unfortunately, we don't have any active contracts for the time being, so we will have to return here later when the time is right. The demand for your tanks will grow very quickly if you manage to produce good designs and deliver them on time to your customer. You will very quickly need to attract new workers, engineers, and secure the means to control financial flows of your company. Let us now visit the buildings where you can manage these processes. The administration building. And I think tomorrow we're putting the Christmas tree up. Hey, put a photo in our channel on Discord, mate. People are throwing their Christmas trees in the pictures and screenshots channel. Dark Tranks already did. Jeffrey already did. I will put this one there from ours. Ours is also there already. So yeah. Let us have a little look. Ooh, and a lot of new stuff again on the Discord of this game. The Discord of this game. Typo reports, yeah. Already some typos. There are already some typos there. Claim your role, couldn't resist. Yeah, so also when you bag them on Kickstarter, you get a separate role on their Discord server. Production hall, where else it is? Oh, I was just checking the Discord. If you want to be part of the Discord, by the way, that is welcome. Let me invite people. Edit invite link. It never generate a new link. Where's the link? Copy. I'm going to put it in chat. This is the official Discord, but of course you can come to our Discord and discuss it there as well. We are everybody is more than welcome on our Discord. The link is, by the way, in the description of the stream as well. Maybe I should put my own link there as well, right? Instead of making advertisement for somebody else. we are going to put our own link there as well. Hoppa! For those interested, that is our community Discord. You can find lots and lots and lots of people over there. You can have a little chat. There we go. If you manage to produce good designs and deliver them on time to your customer. Okay, there was something coming. The demand for your tanks will grow very quickly if you manage to produce good designs and deliver them on time to your customer. You will very quickly need to attract new workers, engineers, and secure the means to control financial flows of your company. Let us know. Visit the blah blah blah. I already read that, right? Bam. Administration. And this is my desk. Hey, what do you think of my bureau? Isn't this cool? This is just cool. In the beginning, I had to choose a weapon shield, right? Remember? I said then, well, here in the Flanders, Belgium, we have that line standing like... But now I see the weapon shield here in my bureau, and that is not that line. Yes, it's a line head, but it's not the shield that I chose. But alright. I hope you like your personal cabinet and the outside view. It is brand new, so some things are not yet functional. Look at my desk, mate. Wow. Wow. Our workers are still struggling to install the telephone cable, and the lock system for the safe needs some adjustment before it is ready to be used. And where is my fiber internet, goddammit? The legal office for corporate advancements is also not yet in place. So let us check the situation on the labor market. Okay, my workers, my employees. Your secretary has summarized all information for your convenience. That includes all information about the workers. I have 40 employees. Ooh. And I have a capacity of 120. A total salary that I have to pay out of 6,000 and available for hiring 50. 40 and 50 makes 90. Still have 30 short. Still have 30 short. Alright. You got yours up already. What do I have, Chris? That is a really weird sentence, mate. You have yours up already? Mm-hmm. Slick. What are you saying? That's weird, mate. That's weird. Give me a hoya. A similar summary relating to your engineers has also been compiled. Right here. The executive summary relating to your top managers and administrators has also been prepared. Right here. But I'm the boss. Yeah. I'm the freaking boss. Your tree. I mean, goddamn. Yeah, Chris, what do you say? You have yours up already. How do you know? Yeah, we have our tree up already. The tree is already up for... How long is the tree there? Hey! Hoddy, how long is that tree there already? A week? Our tree is already standing here for 2 weeks, mate. Please shoot me. Yeah, and if it wasn't for our oldest daughter, then the tree would have been here since half June already. She would just let the tree stand there for a whole freaking year. Okay, you probably noticed that you currently have no administrators, and all your buildings are working without the top management. But I'm the top management. What else do you need? Let us change that. Let us employ your first administrator and assign him to the research department. Why a he? I want a she. Do you see how big that desk is? What you can do on that desk? Research center, there we go. Unemployed. As you can see, we have currently attracted 3 very promising candidates. They all have different backgrounds and therefore can assist you in different ways. You can access their CV if you check the info folder. Hey Chris, I got one for you. You can solicit here. You can ask for a job here with me, mate. Look, I have vacancies. I have open vacancies. 2 weeks. Wow. We wouldn't bother putting it up normally, but the little one likes the lights, and that's... Chris, it stays awkward, mate. It stays awkward. Are you on your pills again? Yeah, of course. Of course I am. Hey, Christopher's Giorgio. Thanks for the light, mate. Ping, 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 ping. I'm actually glad that I'm back with camera. Once in a while I'm going to do the other thing, but once in a while you need to see this ugly face as well. Alright, we can hire someone. We can read their CV. Let's read their CV. Oh, it's not possible. Crap. Next, let us study in more detail what Mr. Eustace Dincourt, Mr. Eustace Dincourt. Aha. Wait a minute. Mr. Eustace Dincourt. Now, just for the sake of it, just for fun, I want to check out if we can find that Eustace. Yeah. Eustace Tennyson Dincourt. Here he is, mate. Cool. Oh, he looks younger here. He looks younger here than on the real page. But that dude exists. Look at that. Look at that. Sir Eustace Henry William Tennyson Dincourt, 1st Baronet, was a British naval architect and engineer. As Doctor of Naval Construction for the Royal Navy from 1912 to 1924, he was responsible for the design and construction of some of the most famous British warships. He was also chairman of the Landship Committee at the Admiralty, which was responsible for the design and production of the first military tanks to be used in warfare. The Landship Committee. In the beginning, they called those tanks landships. Landship Committee. So, this dude really exists. Or, sorry, existed. It would be something if he was really walking around still. He was born in 1868, so I think he's not around anymore. He died in 1951 at the age of 82. 82. He got to be 82, the motherfucker. '82, motherfucker. All right, back to school. Let us study in more detail what Mr. Eustace Duncourt can offer us. His CV. Ooh. On the left side you can find a summary of his background. Cool. While on the... I just read it from... and now it's here. He would have been nearly 200 now, maybe. Yeah, that would be something, right? Wow. I think you hiding behind them characters too long. That's your mind working, mate, not me. Your mind telling you weird things. My mind is always telling me weird things. I'm gonna do weird things to you. Nice game, Mr. Arrow. Yeah, Remkes, well... Can you imagine? I'm streaming this for 2 hours and we are still doing the tutorial. But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool talking about it, really. Yeah. Yeah. I hope it's 2023 real soon. While on the right you can find a list of his skills that he is ready to offer. Please note that his skills will only be applied when he is assigned to the building. Right. Can we read it? We can read it. Eustace Tennyson Duncourt was born in April 1868 at Hadley House, Hertfordshire. After finishing boarding school of blah blah blah, all information about tanks and blah blah blah. His salary 3,000. What? 3,000? Early in the morning, each first day of a new month. What? Okay, we can employ. You are employing a new administrator. Are you certain you wish to proceed? Yes. So now we can have a look at the employed ones here. But he's employed, but he's not assigned yet. So we need to assign him. And assign him to the research department. Add to the... Oh, did I already do that? Human resources. Okay, excellent. Now his skills are put to good use and the productivity of the research department has received a significant boost in performance. Alrighty. Yeah. Now we should study the financial report. Okay, we're going to quit this game. No finances. Bye. Okay. Accounting. Our accountant did his best to organize various reports in a single document so that you can... can save time while studying it. For your convenience, all income is reported to the left. Yay. All outcome or expenses are on the right and is divided into income from tank sales and other resources such as resource resale, grants and bank loans, and of course when we go to the competition and we shoot their brains out and we crack their safes and steal the money. Well, maybe that was another game. And the expenses shown on the right, with additional details given for building maintenance and salary for your employees. Not you. Your. Let's take a screenshot. There we go. Finally, please note that you can always access the complete annual report. That you can access the complete annual report if required. Oh, annual. Sorry. If required. The annual report. Tanks, long guns, anal. Maybe that was also another game. Let us now return to the factory grounds. Alrighty. This concludes my brief introduction. Brief? It took you 2 hours and 20 minutes to show us. I believe you now have all the necessary knowledge to continue the venture that your father started. I will also make sure to offer my assistance whenever the situation will require it. Otherwise, please don't... Otherwise, please don't hesitate to reach me whenever you need my advice. Best of luck. The story of Arms Trade Tycoon starts now. Cool. So this is it. And now my first question, what do I need to do? No. So we can see we started the 1st of March 1914. So this tutorial took us a month. This tutorial took us a month because now we're the 1st of April 1914. Not available in demo. Rivals. Can we click rivals? Rival companies will appear here. Bruh. The world. Yeah. Okay. What can we see here? France. Not available in demo. Sweden. Russia. Germany. Hungary. Italy. Greece. Turkey. And Hungary? Spain, Portugal, Canada, USA, Great Britain, Hugh Jameson Ellis. He really exists, by the way, ladies and gents. He really exists. The British Empire is a lucrative customer, first adopter of tanks in its army ranks. It rhymes. Britain is willing to experiment with various designs and doctrines and is ready to pay in full for it. As a colonial power, the British Empire can reward its preferred suppliers with access to many valuable resources. But do not be fooled. Britain is a demanding customer. Your tank will be tested in various military campaigns that Britain is waging all over the world, and your company will be measured by multiple requests and tasks. Fail, and your place as a supplier will be immediately taken by the one of the many competitors queuing to sell their tanks to Britain. That's where I am from. Great Britain. Yes, you are, Chris. Yes, you are. Yay. You are. Company reputation. The British Empire is a lucrative customer, first adopter. Are you freaking kidding me? That's the same as over there. Arrows Tank Company. Wow. Competitor's reputation. D is always a competition for every available contract. There is always, that needs to be. Oh my god. Arrgh. In 2 hours I already found quite some typos or just language mistakes. But okay, that is what we're here for. Hey, I get... Yeah. Oh my god, dumbass. Okay, there is always a competition for every available contract. Here you can learn what companies will be competing with you on this market and what is their corresponding reputation. Then about conflicts. World is turbulent place with a... There has to be the world is a turbulent place with a never-ending struggle for global domination. Here you can see different campaigns that the country is engages at is engaging at or engages at, and learn about the allies and enemy for every campaign. If you talk about allies, plural, then enemies also needs to be plural. World War I Western Front and the allies, blah blah blah. Okay, that was the informazione. Oh, global reputation, maximum company reputation over all countries that have an active tank core. It is the reputation that decides what negotiation options the player has when dealing with the country and what contracts and benefits are available to the player. I like to read everything out loud now because then I take the mistakes out of it. My money, your financial statement representing current funds, predicted monthly expenses and potential profits. Note that direct one-time payments are not listed here, but can be found in the financial monthly report in the administration building. This company only costed me money. Tank storage, this is a warehouse report listing both currently stored tanks and corresponding storage capacity. Then material storage, this is a warehouse report listing both the sum of the currently stored raw resources and corresponding overall storage capacity. The key core resource required for most of the tank components is iron, of course. Medium carbon steel contains anywhere from 0.30% to 0.60% carbon. It is stronger and more durable than iron, and still it offers at least some ductility. What is ductility? Ductility. Okay, I need to... Ductility. Ductiliteit. Yahoo, yay. Werkzaamheid. Flexibility. Suppleness, pliability, or ductility.
Ductiliteit.
No.
Ductility.
Ductility. Ductility. Ductility. Rubber. Oh. One of the key core resources in any component or modification where thermal insulation, flexibility or shock absorption are required. High carbon steel, also known as carbon tool steel. This is the key core resource required for armored plating of structural tank components. High carbon steel contains more than 0.60% carbon and is stronger and harder but less ductile than iron and medium carbon steel. Indispensable resource for observation and aiming equipment. Glass. Then we have rare metals, a collection of scarce resources that are used for specific alloy making or employed as catalysts. Ceramics not available in the demo, plastic not available in the demo, and composite not available in the demo. I have 40 workers. This is the major working force for the production hall, easier to find for hire than other employee types. And engineers, these professionals are shared between the research department, engineering workshop and design bureau. Very few individuals qualify, and as such engineers are difficult to find for hire. And then the administrator, me. These are unique individuals gifted with valuable perks. In contrast to workers and engineers, administrators can further develop while workers for you gain new skills and perks, and ultimately become one of the major factors in your company's success. And that's it. That's it. That's where we are. That's where we are. Now the question is, so we have a tank, right? We have one tank done. One tank done. Can't we just sell it? Sell, sell, sell. Sell, sell, sell. We can upgrade. Alright. But the actual, so this was the tutorial, guys. I took my time to go through the tutorial, and then tomorrow we are actually going to do it ourselves. We are going to start making more tanks, getting them to the battlefield, and see what happens. The trials are not unlocked yet, so I can't put my tanks into battle yet. Maybe we should. Are we going to create a second tank? Never know. 40 workers. No? Why can't I start this? I cannot? It already starts. Why can't I? Yeah, because we need to say how many he wants. Yeah? Yes. Pum 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 pum. So now we have two of those tanks. Tank storage. Tank. In stock. 2. You. Contracts fulfilled. 0 out of 0. Yeah, all right. So I think we have it all. We had it all. Tank trials will be available in the full version of the game. Here you will be able to witness how your tanks test on different terrain with various obstacles, strike the targets, and survive the hits of different ammunition types. So we don't have that in the demo yet. Oh, the only thing we can do is like building tanks, and that's it. So we have to start at the. A lot is still locked. It's all locked. It's all locked. Design. Oh, trials. Can I go to trials? You are about to commit your prototype to rigorous trials on our polygon. These trials will reveal final attributes of your design and yield minor reputation boosts to your tank. Make sure to test all your new vehicles, and it will help you to unlock all weak sides of your design and will direct you to the potential improvements. Start, but it's not going to work because trials are not there yet. And oh, ongoing trials 3. Oh, open. I want to see. Oh, that is not on This is the tank we built, guys. This is the tank we've built. Isn't this cool? It's really nice if we were able to go to the inside. Oh yeah, okay. It shows the engine next to it so that you get a better view on what's inside. Yeah, okay, okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So that was it for today, folks. I'm going to quit the stream, at least for now, because that really wraps it up. We did a tutorial, and tomorrow we are going to dive into it, and we're going to start engineering, researching, engineering, designing, producing, and selling our tanks, and see if we can expand our business and be the best tank builders in the world. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to give you another couple of links, just a sec. So for those who are interested in the game, you still have an option to back them up. So they have their project running on Kickstarter right now, and they are still raising money. Look, when we started the stream, we were on 26,007 euros. We are now on 26,231 euros. So they already got a couple of backers more. I backed this as well. All the ones that are backing the project, starting from the backing for 18 euros is not there anymore. So the least you can back for is 25 euros. This is also the one I did. I pledged for 25 euros. What do you get then? A special backer's desktop wallpaper. Special, it doesn't mean much, but at least they are giving you something. Special backer's mobile wallpaper, a digital download, so you are, of course, for that money, going to have a version of the game. Of course. So you're not just donating money for the development, you are buying the game and donating them, supporting them at the same time to get this project finished. If you're part of their Discord server, you also get a Discord role depending on how much you pledged. So starting from 25 euros, you get to be a bronze member on their Discord. And you get your name into the credits of the game eventually. So when the game is going to come out, there are in the end credits, and your name is going to be in there in the bronze section. There will be different sections depending on the different roles. We have bronze members, so our name is going to be in the bronze section of the credits. Let me have a look. We have 34 euros is also bronze. Bronze. Here, we're starting from 84 euros. You have a you are a silver member on the Discord, so your name is going to be in the credits in the silver section. There is also going to be gold, I guess. Here is gold. So starting from 25 euro, the least you can back for is 1 euro. And 1 euro, what do you get then? Special backers desktop wallpaper, and the special backers mobile wallpaper, and that's it. 18 euros was already out of rotation from the first day. Everybody took 18 euros, of course. So the cheapest now is 25 euros, which is still not that much. I mean, remember, you have the game Arms Trade Tycoon tanks then for 25 euros. Plus your name in the credits, plus, those wallpapers doesn't mean much, or even that name in the credits, but it's cool to have your name in the credits of a game, right? I already have my name in the credits of Tank Mechanic Simulator. There is my name in the credits already, and this is going to be the second game with my name in the credits. Oh yeah, I'm earning a lot from it. 0. So this is the Kickstarter page. It still runs for about 20 days. Yeah, 20 days to go. So yeah, just get over there, and I will share it on my page. Okay, I will just share the link then. Copy. I'm going to put it in chat one more time so you can have a look yourself. I'm going to share it on the Arrows Realm page as well. Tomorrow I will make some extra advertisement, and I will pin the message if I didn't do that already. I'm not sure. And then there is a second link, of course, that is to the Steam page. The Steam page, the game page for the demo. For the demo, ladies and gents, for the demo. For the game, and on that page you can download the demo. Yeah, and that's it, I guess. So developers are called Fungi, publisher is called Micro Prose Software, and the game is set to Q2 of 2023. That is still a long wait. But during that time, we will get some updates in the demo, I guess, and I will ask them that question on Wednesday, because Wednesday again I'm having a sit down with them. I'm having a video conference call. They are going to screen share a lot of things. They are going to talk about their Kickstarter campaign, and I will be able to ask them questions. So for those who are watching, if you have questions for this game already or whatever related to the game, please let me know. Come to our Discord server, send me your questions in a private message or just in a channel. I don't care, I will find it, and then I can ask your question on Wednesday as well. So are we going to get more content in the demo in the time during the time to Q2 2023. There you go. So if you guys have any questions, you can ask them through the Facebook page Arrows Realm. You can ask them on our Discord in a private message, on Messenger, on whatever. You know, you all know where to find me. All the links are somewhere on the Arrows Realm Facebook page. So ask me your questions if you want me to ask them to the devs Wednesday. Again, Wednesday night, there is not going to be a stream. I have the appointment with the developers of this game at 8 p.m. Stockholm time, so that is also 8 p.m. for me. Yes, the developers are, I already said that, but I'm going to repeat. They are from Sweden, Stockholm, and yeah, Wednesday I'm going to have another talk with them. And I will record everything, and that will all be poured into a new YouTube video then. And I will share it here on the page and on our YouTube channel, of course. Alright, this is it. I gave you all the links, I gave you all the information. If you're interested, go to the Kickstarter page and back them. They can use all the help they can get. And yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. This was for me the first time opening and starting and running the game. And yeah, the next couple of days we are going for it. We are going to finish the demo. There is so they created a demo where you are definitely working towards a certain end. So you can or succeed and make your company bigger, your empire, or you can fail and lose it all in the end. So we will see how we are going to do in the next couple of days. That's it, guys. That's it. I'm done for today. I wish you all a very good night, and I see you all again tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going to be there on the normal hour in the morning with a morning stream. And I should be driving my truck as well, because Euro Truck Simulator 2 public beta 1.43 is installed. I just didn't have a look at it yet, so we are going over those changes as well, probably tomorrow. Okay, have a good night and see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.